What's up, guys? I'm Kenny Bell. We're here for another episode of Kenny Fix It. I'm with Tom from Edwards Auto Group. Today, we're talking tire tread and balance breakdown. I think the very first thing we need to do, Tom, is throw that tire on this balance machine,
Yep,
yeah?
I think you're right, Kenny.
All right, let's get it underway. What's the purpose of this machine? What's it all used for?
So the purpose of this machine is basically to balance out the tire. What we're doing here is we're accommodating for some of the differences that we can have with the tire after it's been wearing for a little while.
Kind of confirm any suspicions you had of some stuff that was going on while you were driving. Test it out here.
Most commonly, you're going to run into a lot of vibrations. Say if it is out of balance, that you're going to be more of a feel thing going down the road.
Gotcha. All right, let's load it up.
So now that we've got the tire mounted on here safely with the proper cones and whatnot, we're basically going to run it through the balance procedure now to determine if it needs any weight and where to add the weight.
All right.
So to start the procedure, I'm going to have you probably step back a little bit
Probably
here.
the best.
And then we're going to shut the hood down and then it'll start spinning. While it's spinning, I'm sitting here looking for any disturbances in the rim or any excessive lateral movement there. All right, so this basically here is telling us the imbalance within our tire and rim setup here. So once we spun it, there's basically two locations usually that'll have you add weight. On this one here, you have 1.75 ounces it's asking for on the inside of this rim, and it's asking for 2.75 ounces on the outside of the rim.
Okay.
We basically add those weights to get the balance as most optimal as we can.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's strip this thing down. Let's get those weights on.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Kenny, as you can see here, we got the tire balanced now. We got our weights added. We spun it up, and we have basically no weight that's being asked for, so that's telling us we got our most optimal balance right now.
Awesome. Balance is good. Let's take it off. Let's head over and talk a little tread depth.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. All right, Tom, we got 3 different tires here. We're talking tread. Break down what's important for me.
So the main couple things you're going to want to look into when you're talking about your tire tread is your tire depth, the tread depth that is, and basically the wear as far as inner or outer. Well, let's give a good example here. So this is how we use our depth gauge. You'll zero it out and place it flat. You stick it right in one of the grooves there. And then, for example, this one is 10/32. You want to give it a try, Kenny?
Yeah, I do actually. Nifty little tool here. Start with this one. Yeah, that's still looking like it could use a replacement though, yeah?
Definitely.
Yep. Let's check this one.
Oh, that's barely 1/32.
Barely moved.
Yeah, that's most definitely.
Yeah, so this, best in show, getting there and definitely needs a replacement, but this thing is probably gonna need a replacement as well, huh?
Yep.
All right, Tom, it feels like the safety concerns are a little obvious with the balding tire, but run down a little bit some of the stuff that could happen with situations like this.
Well, your number one thing that you're probably going to be most worried about is the traction. So when the depths are getting this low, it creates a potential more for the vehicle to hydroplane in wet scenarios. Another consideration that you want to really look at for safety on these tires is any wear as far as in the rubber itself. These ones are starting to weather crack pretty bad. A weather crack scenario can potentially cause like a blowout condition. So basically, if you're getting these uneven depths like this and you're suspecting this and you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, we're going to recommend you basically replace all 4 tires basically all around so you have the most even wear. All your differentials are operating at the same speeds.
Would you say, is there a interval recommendation for tire rotation?
Yeah, here at Edwards, we recommend every 5,000 to 7,000 miles to rotate and perform a balance on your tires.
Okay, nice. And now let's talk a little bit about underinflation and overinflation. I've been seeing that a little bit in these tires.
This is a good example right here of one that we would say was underinflated. You can see it's kind of got a dip there in the middle. As the overinflation would be the exact opposite. Basically, you'd have a lot of wear in the center here. This is all things that we're looking at when we're inspecting your tires and taking into consideration the most effective recommendation.
Tom, I've got 4 tires that look exactly like this on my vehicle. I'm gonna need a replacement soon. Is that something that Edwards can help me out with?
Oh yeah, we can get you taken care of, and we even price match.
All right, Tom, that's a wrap on another Kenny Fix It. As always, the answer is no, but I did my best. We learned about tire balancing, we learned about tread depth, and I learned that I definitely cannot do that at home by myself. However, Edwards does replace and price match for 4 tires when I come in, so I'll be seeing you guys again soon.
All right, look forward to seeing you, Kenny.
I appreciate you, boss.
Appreciate you.